We're all the villain in somebody's story. So why don't we just do some more dastardly deeds for them to get mad at some more? You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, bro. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Shootout Podcast, episode 107. It's a special one today. Why is it so special today, bro? Why is it so special today? Come and tell us, bro. What's so special about today?
Today is the first episode of Women's History Month.
Let's go.
And today is the beginning of our special guest lineup for the month. We got none other than the bestest. The bestest of friends, the bestest of women, the bestest on the planet. My wife, the one and only Mel B on the Shootout Podcast.
So we got a famous Spice Girl on today, Mel B, yeah?
The original Mel B. Let's go with that. The original Mel B.
Yeah,
okay.
The original Mel B. But guys, before we go further on, please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. Please do follow 808 Kicks ATL, and please do follow Lovekickscustom. We're on all the audio platforms. We're on YouTube, TikTok, all of that, guys. And come follow us, Lovekickscustom and 808 Kicks ATL. Go on, bro. What are we here to do today? Like we always are every week, bro.
Same thing we do every week, bro. Try to take over the world. And we got some help.
We get some help. Yeah. Shout out to all the people that rock with us, because you guys are amazing. Like every single one of you guys are amazing. But bro, go on, let's go. Let's get into this. I'm interested to see what you got today, bro.
I don't know what to say for real. Like I don't know what to say right now.
No, bro. Don't get embarrassed because your missus is on.
No. It ain't about being embarrassed because you know just like I know, being a sneakerhead ain't always conducive to your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But then
yes.
you the rare cases. Well, I can't even really say it's rare cases. When your partner understands your sneaker addiction.
Yeah, you know what?
It's helpful sometimes in the addiction.
Bro, you know what? For everybody that's listening to us and supports the partner in the sneaker venture, you're enablers. I'm saying this right. I'm firing shots at all of you guys. You're all enablers. You're allowing us to be ruthless and reckless with this stuff. Because like the amount of pairs that we got, we shouldn't have. Because if you guys weren't enablers, and thank you guys for being enablers, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to do this. But if you guys
where's the appreciation now? We can't just be taking shots without appreciation.
I had to take some shots, but if you guys would allow us to breathe and to live, it's almost like a fantasy, and I wouldn't even say fetish, it's a fantasy. Our fantasy of just picking up just exclusive pairs, beautiful pairs. Like we fall in love with the design aesthetics, the histrionics behind sneakers, and it's just amazing. And then you allow us to kind of just deep dive, like it's like the Wizard of Oz, or what do you call it? Going down the rabbit hole. It is literally going down the rabbit hole.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, Q in Sneakerland, bro.
You in Sneakerland too?
Yeah, true.
No, like, so overall, when you think about sneakerism, because we got another term that we use loosely for it. We ain't gonna say it yet. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till later to part.
Not yet.
Not yet.
What's your overview on the sneaker culture?
So I'm a little different. Let me say this. I cannot say that I'm not. Well, let me say I do not claim to be a sneakerhead.
Okay, cool.
My husband taught me well.
How many pairs do you have?
See, so have and wear are two different things for me.
No. How many sneakers do you have in your wearism?
In my wearism, Just 3.
Okay, but how many sneakers do you have just sitting there?
That's not a fair question.
That is a fair question. That is a fair question.
How is that not a fair question?
That's not a fair question
Because we're going to define the reasoning behind something. So how many sneakers do you have?
I think, I'm not for sure, but I think somewhere between 30 and maybe 40, maybe?
Yo, you're a sneakerhead. You're definitely a sneakerhead. You
So
can't
here's
tell
the
me.
thing. Here's the thing. You can say that, but what happens when someone just wants you to have a pair because they have a pair? What happens when someone just wants you to have the shoe? It's not like I'm actively seeking them.
You know what? This is casual stray shots because if my missus was here, she'll be saying the same thing. I got her the Khaled 5s because I had the Khaled 5s. I got her the Jordan 4 Singles Day because I had the Singles Day. She likes it and she wear it. I buy sneakers for her because I've got them because she likes them, and I'm like, I have to get you them as well. And it's like she grew her love for sneakers because of me as well, because like I was picking up pairs. If she likes a sneaker, she shows me and I'll try and get it for her, but she doesn't have 30 pairs, so like she has probably around I would say up to 10 pairs. So technically you're more of a casual sneakerhead than my missus.
No. You done told me about more than 10 pairs that you done got for her, that she
maybe more.
But mine may be less because, and I'm telling on myself here, mine may be less because I'll double and triple up on some of my shoes.
That's saying no. Double, triple, all the. He said pairs.
Yeah.
So we're talking total number. You know what I mean?
So
I don't
your
like
percentage
dirty
of
shoes.
Bro, it's time. No, it's time. We doing this. How many panels you got?
Oh, bro, that question was coming. Bro.
I have 3 in all. I believe it's 3.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
What is the fascination with the black and white colorway on a sneaker?
You know what? I just realized this on Friday, actually. It's the simplicity for me. If I'm running out, just for errands or things like that, or just like trying to be comfortable, they go with everything. And it's easy for me to just put on black and white or just all black. And I'm cool. Now, to be fair, all black everything is, just what we rock over.
We dress like London, bro.
But
I told you, we dress like London, though. I told her this.
That's what I like.
When we was watching Champion, bro, like so often me and her both just end up in all black. And it's not on purpose. It's just easy.
Nah.
Because we got so much black.
To be honest, colors are really hard to color match. Like that's the reason why people stay away from. Like if you if you have the biohacks, there's so many colors for it. Right? Sometimes it's overwhelming to see what you can pick with that fit to actually match it. But sometimes you just wanna you can wear a biohack, or you can wear a very colorful sneaker and just say, you know what, I'm gonna say neutral. I'm gonna say all black and then color, and all trying to color match it. But when you try to color match it, you kind of expand your wardrobe, and all of a sudden you're buying pieces left. I seen your wardrobe, and you see mine as well, right? Because it's crazy, like loads of colors there. But simplicity is sometimes the best key to like success in terms of like what you want to wear.
Hold on now.
Go on.
So we got 3 pair of pandas. So we also got not Georgetowns. We couldn't get the Georgetowns. But did we get the Georgetowns? The blue and gray, navy and gray?
I don't remember.
We might have the Georgetown lows. We definitely got.
You are definitely a sneakerhead.
We definitely got cool gray lows. Hold on, we definitely got cool gray lows.
Yeah, because I gotta have some gray in my wardrobe.
Now
great.
I ain't even gonna put you all the way on the spot. Because there were more sneakers, but there are less sneakers now. But we ain't gonna get into that. But we both got cool gray 11s. We ain't DS still, you know what I mean? Like, so she got certain pairs, of course.
Gray.
Yeah.
Gray
Oh,
is a
see,
colour.
those are nice. Those are
Gray
nice.
is
So
a
when
colour.
I see,
Them came out like before I was really into it as much.
when I see shoes I like, that's when I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But it still goes back to someone hearing that,
I passed on those though.
and he'll
But
go
yeah.
and get a shoe for me versus like I'm actively seeking them. It's not me. I actively seek 2 to 3 pair of shoes. He will hear me say I like them, and he wants me to have them.
Yeah,
That's your questions, man. That's your questions.
that's because that's just because it's for for us sneakerheads, and I'm going to be really honest, right? We live in this plane where it's really hard for us to kind of maneuver if we haven't got supportive people around us, especially with our partners, right? And what it is when we find somebody that's amazing, like, and they have the same, they not have the same passion, but they support the passion that you support. And when they show some sort of inkling that they love, that you love, or they love some of the stuff that you love, oh, we're on it. We're on it. All right, you want that? Yeah, take it. You want that? You know, you like my passion? Yeah, you support my passion? Yeah, you take that as well. Like you take that sneaker because it just makes us excited to know that you like what we like, and that's why we end up getting you stuff.
Oh, but trust me, it's been a bunch of L's, boy. I think I'm doing something cute. And bring her when she first got into dunks, before the Pandas came out, she started like because.
Yeah,
we're gonna get into that. I do want to get her to get into her history because in the recent talks we've been having, they just been great. I had to tell her to stop because we was partying before the pod. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get into
sometimes
that.
I bring home dunks, bro. Just random dunks, bro. And this hot dunks, you know what I mean? Before the Pando, the dunk went through the roof and fell back through the basement. Where is that now? But
they can stay there so I can get them all.
Bro,
we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that as well.
I bring home dunks, or a package show up and I act like it's mine, and I open it. I'm like, man, they done sent me the wrong shoe.
Yeah,
and I show it to her, and she like, yeah, they sure did send you the wrong shoe. That's ugly. Like, okay.
Send it back. That's the question I was going to ask.
Nike store tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. But by the way, it's really interesting to see. Like, there was a whole hysteria about grey sneakers not being the thing because basically it was not grey sneakers. Grey color was like, oh yeah, grey is bland, blah blah. But when you really reflect it and when you really look at all the amazing grey sneakers out, cool grey 11s, cool grey 4s, cool grey 3s. Look, they are
nines.
Yeah,
all the cool grays. Air Force
you know
Ones,
what?
Dunks.
Yeah. One thing.
All the gray New Balance.
Yeah.
All the gray New Balance. You can't really be mad at none of them. Even if you don't like them, you can't be mad at them on feet because they look like a shoe's supposed to look.
And you know what? Sometimes like the brands don't realize is when you put all grey sneaker on and you add a little bit of a color, like even the cool grey 4s, you put yellow in it, white in it, black in it. It just hot. And look at the cool grey 3, like just a little bit of red and orange, bang. Yeah. That you see, and that's
my favorite cool grey shoe.
Yeah, exactly. That's like that's like the palette. It's like almost a canvas, grey canvas, and just throw color, and it's just amazing. It just highlights the color well. This is why I think a lot of people love grey sneakers, and this is why I love grey sneakers as well because it's just so good.
Yeah.
So that goes to like the simplicity for me in one of my favorite shoes, which is the blazer, because the blazers I like have like the toe. It's the hint of gray in it.
Yeah, the suede.
Yeah. So for me,
so what 3 or 4 sneakers do you actually really like? Think suit you as a person?
It's the blazers, it's the pandas, and it's my all black dunks. Those are my 3 go-tos that are always in rotation for me. And the blazers are my everyday, pretty much like if I'm putting on jeans, because you can match them with everything. If you want to add color, or even if you don't, they go with everything.
Cam will love you because Cam loves blazers. Cam loves blazers as well. But like in terms of silhouettes, what kind of, like, especially because, what size are you, sorry?
I am. So what? I'm a kid, 6.5.
Yeah, US
Oh.
6.5.
Yeah.
Okay,
The-
so
the-
that's
So
around
a
five.
woman's
the magical,
8. Yeah.
yeah, women's 8. That's the magical size, bro. The last
Yeah.
grade school size. That's normally the hardest grade school size to get is 6.5. That's like in the US. I feel like that's like an average women's size. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's like a men's
it's-
9. You know?
yeah,
what
it's
I
the same. It's the same. I think my missus is like 6, so it's kind of it translates the
Yeah.
same.
I can
pretty
do
much.
some 6s depending on the shoe.
So like we talk about like in terms of us, we talk about Jordan 4s, Jordan 5s, Jordan 3s, all like I would say big size sneakers. Even like 6s and 7s are more like big feet sneakers, so they look
I
really
think it's
nice.
the 7s
Yeah,
for me. I think
So-
it's the 7s. Those are so comfortable.
The Flint 7.
and
Oh my God. I love those.
I've
Bruh.
got those as well. 2 pairs. If you guys didn't see, Q is putting his missus on the spot today. What do you think in terms of silhouettes? What silhouette do you feel doesn't like suit small feet gang?
What are the cool grays?
11.
The 11s.
What?
I feel like they're too bulky. So you see the look on his face.
Wow.
And that's the one shoe that I know for sure that we definitely have in common. I'm going to wear it. We're going to wear it together. But when I see them, for me, they just look bulky. And because I do have a little foot, I don't want to feel like I have a boot on.
Okay. My girlfriend's sister, she's got cool grey 11s and they suit her really well. I think 11s, small feet gang 11s are dope. Like they fit really well.
See, bro, to
I
me,
feel like they look like boots. Like
You know what it is?
11s make your foot look small to me. That's why I like
you know what-
11 so much.
It's the perspectives. Trust me, it's the perspectives. Have you ever looked at a sneaker downwards and you're like,
Yeah, the toe down.
toe down. When you look toe down and when you
We
look
were just
side
talking
on,
about twos.
different. Yeah,
How twos look
Yeah.
fat and 10s look fat on the toe down.
Toe
That's
down.
why a lot of
But
people don't like them.
Yeah, so like I would have thought you would have said a Jordan 5 because the Jordan 5 is for me and Q is one of the best sneakers ever, right? But a Jordan 5 feels chunky, not chunky massive, but bigger. And like when you start to reduce the proportions down to a small size, and this is why when the Khalids came around for my missus, she wore the Khalids and they felt like she thought they looked chunky toe down, and I was like no, and I took a side picture and it was nice, clean, sleek, nice. But when because of the fat toe that the Jordan 5 has, it looked really chunky for her. So I would have thought you would have said a Jordan 5, but that's surprising. A Jordan 11.
Yeah. So no, I have 5s. That was the first. The 5s were the first pair that I actually started wearing that I was comfortable with wearing.
The top 3. It was the top 3.
And I enjoyed that pair. I really did. But no, it's the 11s. I feel like they're just like boot-ish to me. And I don't know. I mean, but that's from a woman's perspective.
They built
you know.
bootish for sure. Like,
Yeah.
You can't deny because you know what? Yeah, she right. Because what did I say a little while ago? About a month or so ago. I said I would never really want to wear 11s in the summertime again because they kept my feet so warm during the wintertime. And I just thought about if it was 90 degrees outside and my foot is this warm right now and it's 40. If it was 90, it'll be a sweat box. You know what I'm saying?
But is that due to the ventilation rather than
the lack of ventilation?
Yeah,
but
so
that's the way it's built though, because the patent leather and then the mesh, and now they put some of them got leather on the uppers instead of mesh. That's even worse. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro.
So
11s in the summertime, I'm judging you. If you wear Jordan 11s in the summertime, I'm judging you.
There's a reason why that's a holiday sneaker. It needs to stay in the holidays.
Facts. It needs to stay in the wintertime.
Yeah.
It needs to stay in the wintertime.
So
sure.
when I know how my missus reacted when I started picking up sneakers. She was looking at me sideways. What happened when Q started picking up sneakers?
Honestly, in the beginning, I was very supportive. Because we grew up in similar ways, so I understood his background with it where, he couldn't get what he wanted growing up. So, and in Atlanta, I mean, shoes was it. Not necessarily for me. Let me say that. I wasn't that girl. But for guys in Atlanta, like, shoes was it. You had... The shoes made you. Like, that was a big part of being fly in Atlanta back in the 90s, in the early 2000s, even still now. So I was very supportive. But when I started seeing more boxes coming for him than for me, like 3-4 a week, and I'm like, wait a minute. Because my 1 or 2 Amazon packages aren't totaling that one Nike box. I'm like, okay. And we gonna need some stock in Nike. Like, what are we doing here? We're buying the wrong thing. So I was very supportive at first. After that, I was like, yeah, bro, we're gonna have to hold up on this. I don't know what we're doing, but we gotta roll this back some. Because no. However, we have a good compromise now. So
I've had a many conversation with my missus. She was like, I think I'm gonna say this openly. I think when we were getting 3 boxes a week for a month, where we ended up getting up like 12 to 15 pairs, she was like, maybe you need to slow down slightly. I said, yeah, true. You may be right there. Because I just got carried away. I think in the first year I started picking up sneakers because you know what it is with like us personally. And I think, I don't know if Q relates to this, but I'll tell you from my experience. Yeah. When we were picking up sneakers and we didn't have a pair, and we picked up the first pair, we picked up the second pair, and then you're like, yo, all of these people have got bare pairs. Let me try and catch up. And that catch up was like trying to get everything that you liked in that year. And all of a sudden you're spending like X amount. I'm not even going to divulge what I spent. X amount of money. And you're like, now you come to a point when you get like 50, 60 pairs. And you're like, now I can slow down because I can represent. And I know what I like is here, and I can represent. Now I can flex, and now I can slow down a bit. But that first initial year or so, you're like, yeah, I'm on catch up mode. I want to get as many things as possible.
Bro, I can't deny my delusion early in my collection.
Delusion,
because no, serious, bro. So. Serious, bro. Because no, I look at my year last year, where my main focus for my collection became more about curation versus amount. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say that I didn't focus on amount. That wasn't my main thing because I would have just been buying everything, but I was buying a lot of shit that 2-3 months later is like,
am I gonna really wear that?
And here's something he doesn't even know. When times got really hard, meaning when I was like really fed up with it, he doesn't even know this. Like, I'll be home, he'll be at work or something, and I'll come in here and I'll count the boxes. And I'm like, okay, he started buying at this time, and we're only like a year and a half, 2 years in. And so I'm dividing the number of shoes. I'm like, wait a minute now.
Yo, your missus was like, that could have been a Birkin bag. That could have been a Balenciaga bag. That could have been,
no. And I don't even want any of those.
No.
I know you don't.
Not some other things, but not them names.
Yeah.
That could have been 2 months mortgage. That could have been this bill paid. Like, that's how I think about it. But I'm also, here's the thing with it. And I'm sure your missus will agree. With this fantasy, we're going to call it the fantasy that you guys live in. One, you share it with us. Now, whether we want to share it with you, we're just kind of involved.
We drag you along.
Drag us along. But it's kind of like, I mean, you guys get to, I love that it's still him being a kid at heart. I love that it's him getting to have the things that he did not get to have growing up. You know, life isn't always easy for our parents. So when you can grow up and you can acquire your own things that you work hard for, and that's always our thing, like work hard, play hard. That's the thing. As long as house is paid for, we good. I don't stress about too much of anything outside of that.
The thing is, like it's true struggle that makes you realize how hard life is. Life is hard. Life is really hard. Like from Q knows my perspective. Like when I moved to this country, like I moved to the UK when I was 4 years old, and coming from East Africa. My dad didn't have it. Like my dad had a massive business with family business in East Africa, and he left all of that and to come to this country to get away for a better life because of what was happening family wise. But like he came with practically nothing. And he built everything. So, and my mum worked really hard. And the way I work, my work ethic is based on what my parents have shown me. So work hard, play hard, and that's the way I do it. But like I have to say, shout out to you, shout out to all I'm shout out to my missus, shout out to you as well, Mel. I'm just gonna say thank you for giving us the love and support that you have, because like without your encouragement, we won't be doing half the things we're doing now. And that's a tribute to you guys as well, definitely. Because if I didn't have the support from my missus, you won't see half the stuff behind me, or you won't see me have a YouTube channel, or we won't be doing a podcast, or we won't be having socials. We won't be living like I'm practically saying we're living the best life possible for us right this moment in time because we are so engaged in what we love, and that's true happiness for us as people. And you support that so massively. So shout out to everybody that does that for their partner as well.
Yeah,
but we appreciate it.
And for all the creators, we have to remember to be able to reciprocate that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, just like with having the shoe goggles on and you know, spending too much money buying shit that you don't want, or for this reason, or whatever the case is, you know, getting caught up in the whole sneaker thing. That's a me thing. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody that don't understand that, that's a lot. You know what I mean? So seeing it in the hindsight being 2020, it's like, man, that looked like a real big crash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just part of the journey, you know, part of the growth. And very much so, because like I said, everybody needs that support around them, that constant support to actually grow. Bro, like imagine like we didn't have that support, nobody would know this podcast ever existed. So everything we build, and you know what, the more I reflect on it now, the more I'm thinking like it's not about the money, it's not about like for me personally, it's not about the money, it's the time, it's finding the time to spend with your partner, because we get wrapped up so massively. You got YouTube, you know how it feels. I've got YouTube, and we're doing love stuff on TikTok. Every single day is a check on what's coming, what's new, the news, the information, and you're like, why are you on your phone all the time? It's like, because I'm checking. I don't be on mine that much. I really
Is
don't.
that why? Is that why your partner, your male?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not that much. Yeah. At the beginning, it was a lot worse. Yeah.
Not anymore. Yeah. But I'm happy you said that, because that's the thing about it. Like, and I think from the spouses, which I don't, you know, my shirt says sneaker wife, you know.
Yeah.
From
That's dope. But you both have got sneaker. What is it? Sneaker? You should have
Sneakerhead.
Okay.
And sneaker wife.
Oh, okay, cool. I love that. That's dope. Did you actually make them for this?
Nah, we made these years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a dope.
You gotta share the photos. We actually have photos with these shows. So, but from my perspective with it, like, and I'll be honest, I gave up. Like, this is the time that you guys record and everything. This was our real time together. Like, this was the day, because we work hard all week. And then, you know, by the time we're running errands, doing family things, we really get like one full day where it's just like him and I. But it's passion for him. And I don't want him to lose out on that. I knew when I met him how creative he was. And I know, you know, a lot of you guys probably know, like, you know, it's in his name, 808, you know, but from music to drawing to just anything creative, he dives into it. I'm definitely the wife, but I also understand that I am sharing the wife responsibilities with his passions, all of them. Yeah. Shoes are just one part of it, you know, because he's the type of dude where a shoe will make him think of a beat. Like, that's how crazy it is. He can see a shoe or hear something, and it will make him think of a beat, and he goes in.
Bro, I ain't never told her that before, and she know it's true, and it is. I was just thinking that yesterday.
That's how it is.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
I never said that out loud before to nobody.
But the thing is, what you don't realize, me and Q are very similar. But before I say what I'm gonna say is, Q, you are one of the most creative people I know. Like, aside from what I do, you're really, really creative. Like, every time, and if you guys go and look at the audios or the YouTubes, look at the thumbnails. That's all I'm gonna say. The thumbnails are crazy. Like, we won't have half the stuff we have at this moment in time without, like, both of us coming together and being so creative as we are, because we will not have that. And I'm just saying, Conrad Bourrier, Black Enforcer. Well, bro, we can make a whole comic of it, bro. Like, that's not even fun. That's not even funny. That's not even funny. And you guys are laughing. That's not even funny, bro. And like, the other day, I love music myself so much. So I used to produce and stuff like that. Back in the day, write and produce. And the other day, I was sitting in the car waiting for my missus, and I thought, you know, let me just go on the garage brand and blah 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 and mix around and start making beats and stuff like that. All my early YouTube music was my own personal made stuff, so I made it and put it on there. And then because I want to represent Q, I just use Q's The Truth as well, doped up song. A couple of people ask me what that tune I use, and I kind of direct them to Q's ways. Like, that's the bro, go and check out his music, which is great, because it just means the bigger we grow, the more passion we can throw into the actual equation.
Hold on. This is Women's History Month. This is not the Q appreciation episode. I appreciate all the love and respect, okay? But we get way off track.
Let's go. Let's wind it back. Right. Okay.
Get back to women's history.
So hold on. In Women's History Appreciation Month, someone told me, or maybe I heard, or maybe I saw, or maybe all of the above, you know, that Megan Thee Stallion was really appreciated a couple weeks ago.
With an Air Max 97, Jay.
Yeah, but someone was really appreciating.
There was some really nice
Someone
shoes.
Was really appreciating.
Wasn't they, TJ? There was some really
Someone was
shoes.
really appreciating.
Yeah. Dope shoes.
Those silver, those black,
the shoes. And black. Oh, just the shoes.
Yeah.
Just the shoes.
Nice shoes.
Great job, Meg. Great job. My husband really appreciates those shoes.
There were like 5 with different variations. There was definitely 5 with different variations. But yeah, those.
What color are they, Quinn?
Black and gray. Black and silver.
What color did Meg have on?
The black and silver ones.
The black and silver.
Yeah, that was the best one.
What's the other colors?
I ain't like the other colors.
You didn't like the other colorways?
That was the best one.
I'm just laughing.
Women's appreciation for Meg, huh? Okay.
Right, change your subjects. All right, cool.
Lift your head up.
I was thinking about some. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say. Bro, it's definitely getting hot in here for you, bro. That was, you know what was really funny with that clip is a lot of people thought that was quite funny, and I'm just saying it was a very funny clip.
What you're talking about. So when you was a kid, when you were a young lady, growing up, what sneakers were you actually first available to you financially and style wise? What from the options that you had, what did you choose?
So here's the thing. My journey with sneakers was a little different from everybody else's. I will say that. I needed comfort, and I was hard on shoes growing up. But specifically in high school, yeah. But even like in high school, like when things were like in our era, like popping, I was cool on some Reebok Classics or some Saucony's.
Everybody was.
Like, just having those was everything for me.
Yeah.
And then it transitioned, and I don't know if I've heard you guys talk about this. It transitioned to K-Swiss for me.
Yeah.
We know K-Swiss. Yeah, K-Swiss was quite popular in the UK.
K-Swiss was, they was big in the US too. No, K-Swiss, matter of fact, let me pull up K-Swiss.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we ever talked about K-Swiss on the pod before.
No. And this is just to say, this is the first time we mentioned K-Swiss, and K-Swiss was huge in the UK when it first came out. It kind of started a little revolution, to be honest.
Yeah, let's see. See, they got.
See, those are like new. Like the classic K-Swiss.
Yeah, I know they gotta have a classic section on here somewhere, cause
classic VIN maybe.
But did you what? So there's a running joke between me and Q.
There we go. Yeah,
there we go.
If I had a white pair and a black pair, which goes to my white and black thing now, but yeah,
this is the quintessential K-Swiss right here. When you say K-Swiss to somebody from the South, in particular in the US, this is the shoe that we talking about right here, and they came in every color.
I remember did the K-Swiss have green stripes to it as well, or something like they had a green colorway to it as well? I remember those being really popular.
I feel like I remember that too.
May have.
I just remember the all white with the red, white, and blue logo.
Oh, okay. I've got it. Like this is the one I really remember from back in the day, because like this is the K-Swiss I remember. It had like green aesthetics to it as well. Like that's what I remember.
We didn't do them.
Yeah, we didn't. I ain't
never seen them. Them was hard.
Yeah, bro. Like
back in the 90s, if I would have saw those when K-Swiss was popping, I probably would have caught those.
Yeah. Bro, I'm just gonna share this. Look at the blue and red on that K-Swiss. Like, that's not cap. K-Swiss was hard back when it came out. It did start something. It started something massive in the UK, and I think it like literally transitioned really well with from the Reebok Classics into the K-Swiss as well. Then I remember. Do you remember the Lacoste? What was it, Lacoste or I think the Lacoste is one.
Yeah,
we weren't big into that.
We didn't do Lacoste shoes. Sometimes you would see the Lacoste like little tennis casual shoes.
Yeah.
But we were doing the Lacoste shirts and hats. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing we did.
And you could rock them with your K-Swiss, and it was cool.
But that was back. I mean, that was back in. We talking about Duckhead. We talking about Tommy Hilfiger. We talking about Nautica, Chaps, and Polo.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just plain Ralph Lauren, no Polo. Anything with Ralph Lauren's name on it, we was buying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, head to toe, Duckhead, everything.
And I think these were the most like the really all white variation with the Lacoste croc on it. That was the most popular.
Yeah, you
know
see
what?
Those every now and then.
Yeah. But it kind of goes back into the Air Force One vibe, like the whole like the Reebok. It was almost like a transition between the Reebok and the Air Force One, and it sat in between the middle. Like if you wasn't into the Reeboks, or if you transitioned from the Reeboks, but you didn't want to go for an Air Force One, you could go for a Lacoste, or you can go for a K-Swiss, and it kind of became that kind of vibe. But like in terms of your sneaker journey, do you prefer like low ended sneakers, high ended, or like mid range? What's your kind of like style? Would you like low cuts, or do you like high cuts? What's your preference?
I'm a low girl. Yeah. I don't rock with anything high at all. Mids are okay, but I prefer lows. Now it could be because I'm short, so I like lows on me.
So you would never wear Timberlands?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't a Tim's person. What are
you cooking up, bro?
And
What are you cooking up, bro?
And here, okay, he's about to pull over. This is the shoe for me, like elementary, middle school age.
What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
These are kids. Now, in our day,
They look like some plimsolls.
we called them.
If you guys know what plimsolls are, they look like some plimsolls.
That just sounds funny.
We called them white girls. You had your first pair of white girls.
Okay.
Did I tell you that?
You were good. And I don't know, like, if you guys know, like, about Kmart back in the day, you could get white girls at Kmart.
Oh, it was the song. What was the song?
And they went with everything. So you could dress them up, dress them down. It didn't matter. You could put them in the washing machine to wash them because they canvas.
It was a little
To
song.
this day, here's the thing. To this day, talk about a sneakerhead. To this day, I own 2 pair of kids that look like this. I have a navy blue pair and a white pair, and I will rock them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up something
Gun
similar.
bottom?
Yes.
Gun bottoms, boy. You don't know nothing about
Yeah. Tell me the difference between the kids and this.
That's a little different.
Yeah, that's a no.
That's a slip in there.
Yeah. That's a shoe that my mama would have wore.
They do look like plimsolls. So
like
you know what?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just definitely gonna say, like, for my missus, it was a massive reality check when I was picking up like loads of pairs a month, and she just, one of her most famous comments was, I only bought 1 pair of shoes from Shoes On when I was younger and wore them for 2 to 3 years because basically we couldn't afford to kind of buy sneakers, and that's a proper struggle. That to me is a realization of how hard we had it as kids and why we desire what we desire. You can't put that passion into somebody that's got everything, because that passion never exists. But a passion for wanting something that you really desired when you're younger is so strong within us that we kind of overcompensate when we're older. And that's why some sneakerheads go in hard. And this is why we get pairs. And even if they sit there and we don't wear them for like 6 months to a year, we don't care, because we got something that we can wear anytime, and we had something that we didn't have back in the day. That pull and that lure is so like huge. And everybody I talk to, like be it male, female, doesn't matter what your gender is, every person we talk to that has that hunger is because they, like, majority of them, because they didn't have sneakers when they were younger. And that,
is huge. You know what's crazy though? You got the flip side where you got guys that look at S. Collard. Collard been collecting since the early 90s.
Yeah.
The Chicago 2 is his favorite sneaker, right? Collard is 50, 51, something like that, 52. The man bought 9 pairs of the shoe when it came out last year. For himself. 8 pairs.
Nostalgia.
8 pairs.
And you know what? The flip side of it is nostalgia. When you got something when you're younger and you love it so much and you grew with it, and you grew with it so much that every time it comes out, bang.
He still got the pairs, all his pairs from when he was a kid, bro.
Bro,
every time the new one come out, that's what he do. When the new one come out, he pull up the original and do the comparisons.
And by the way, AJ in Chicago did the same thing when the Chicago one Lost and Found came out. He picked up 5 or 6 pairs, bro. 5 or 6 pairs.
Same thing. And he had the originals. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And it just for some reason,
bro,
you just gotta keep getting them.
Bro, let's just say this properly. He had the original 1985s. He's got 3 1985s. He's got the original releases from 1985, and he still bought 5 or 6 pairs of the Lost and Found. Yeah. That passion is unmatched, bro. Yeah. That passion is unmatched. Shout out to the bro AJ in Chicago. But yes, crazy. I want to ask you one question, Mel.
Well, I ain't buying that, man.
Well,
I'm saying this. The black metallic. Everybody know the black metallic is my one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it till I can't say it no more.
We know.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Hey, mind your business, man. If I had it to blow on 10 pairs and not miss it, I'm not getting 10 pairs. Because I'm not, I mean,
unless you got it like that.
This is my rationale. This is my rationale on it. No. Not even then, bro. Not unless I'm gifting them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And this is my rationale on it. There's still something to be said for wearing your pair. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to double up on the. It's not the same for her. Like she buy 3 pair of Pandas because 1 pair already half burnt. She about to pull out the new pair, and we don't want to have to worry about getting the 3rd pair. You know what I'm saying? So by the time that she, because the 2nd pair is still good, and I clean them. You know what I'm saying? I take care of them. So when she looking at her shoe and she like, it's looking a little, I bring it right up here and put the wow on it. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. Now he's saying that I'm still on the 1st pair.
Exactly.
The other 2 are still in the box.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm thinking about the Blazers. I'm thinking about the Blazers because she got like 4 or 5. You got like 4 Blazers,
4 or 5 Blazers.
Same colorway. You know what I'm saying? So when she running through them, I'm not running. We're not wearing the same shoe 6 times, 7, 8 times in a month. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not.
And that is the difference. Like he doesn't get to wear his shoes like that just because of the type of work he does. So for me, depending on where I'm going for the week, I can rotate through mine. For him, it's usually like he will come in from work, change just to put on a pair of shoes for 30 minutes. And I get it because he's usually only getting to wear them for the weekend.
Yeah, bro. Because you know the routine. Sometimes you got to just put them on to, make sure they're going to be all right for a while.
Yeah. So how's it? What would you do if Q had like 364 pairs of sneakers that he could wear, one for every year?
One for every day in the year.
One for every day, not for every year.
Honestly, for me, that's the goal for him. I think, and that sounds crazy. I know, like when I tell people, especially like people I work with and things, I know he shares some stories with you guys on the people that I work with. So when I tell people, they're like, "Oh my God, I don't even have that many pair of shoes. I have less than 10 pair and things like that." And that's cool for you, but for me, because I know it's his passion, I would love for him to get there. Because here's the thing with it, and here's what a lot of people don't get to see. Like when you guys are talking, he will randomly go through, and we have randomly given away shoes. We've randomly, just been like, "Hey, I know I'm not going to wear these. Do you think this person or this kid, would like them?" Because we understand how hard it can be, one, not just for parents, but just for kids who are trying to stay up to date like we once were.
Yeah.
So, even if it's a shoe that we can get that we feel like we're not going to wear, I know he's going to eventually like downsize what he has. Run it. At some point, he's going to have that many shoes. I've tried to get him to move out of this room into the bigger room just so he has more space for the shoes. And he's shaking his head.
I'm gonna say one thing. Your missus is giving you permission to go ham, bro.
No,
that's not permission.
I don't need.
That is within reason.
See. Now, like I was saying before, like I've said often, especially this past year, I sold more sneakers last year than I bought. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that necessarily happening this year. However, I will probably purchase around the same amount, if not less, than I bought last year. And that's just because I'm in that curation stage. Like, I know when I see it if I'm going to want to wear it.
Yeah.
That don't mean, because I don't want to wear it, don't mean it ain't dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's the struggle that we have sometimes
there's a difference.
with the audience. You know what I mean? It's like, because it's like, okay, with the release show, y'all see us give sneakers 4s and 5s and super goats, and I ain't going nowhere near that release. You know what I'm saying?
But it's appreciation, bro. It's appreciation for what it is.
Yeah. So is bro, I'm tired of having so many color battles.
Yeah.
yeah, bro. We know that story I said last week. 45
we-
minutes to pick up a like fit. Ridiculous.
So we'll start matching each other. I'll get dressed first and then she'll switch the match or vice versa. But if she get dressed first and I'm already thinking about something and I see that she's dressed, 30 more minutes.
Easy.
bro.
30 more minutes. Because I'm like, nope, I gotta wear this. Hold on, she got on these 3 colors, so I can just do 1 or 2 of them colors and let me see. And then you start scrolling boxes and and then you start fanning your shirts in the closet, you know what I'm saying?
Walking away. I tell you what, there was one as the Valentine's Day after we got the Singles Day 4th, right? And me and Mrs. booked. I don't think maybe I've told this story before, but if you guys have known, if I've said this, so you probably know this. Me and my Mrs. were like basically we hired a hotel for Valentine's Day, bang bang bang. We thought, you know what, we'll wear the Jordan 4 Singles Days together and we'll go out. And both of us, and if you know the Singles Days, it's a pure red sneaker with a shiny as well, right? But the actual paint wears away, and once it wears away, and I can pull it out, it's just here. Once it wears away, we're talking about one of the most beautiful sneakers out here, right? Look at that, absolutely dope with a gum outsole, right? When it wears away, and you can kind of see a pattern underneath it. So imagine 2 people rocking these, walking down, matchy, right? First of all, we were walking to the train station, right? And that's a dope sneaker. We were walking to the train station. And we got comments from a group of guys. Oh, love your sneakers, blah blah blah. We hit the mall, and remember it's Valentine's Day. We hit the mall, walking around, shopping or just go and get something to eat. And you have the middle aisles where like literally you walk past and they like got perfumes and stuff like that. All I heard was, "Oh my god, you guys look so beautiful!" Yeah, yo, bro. I'll match you. Yo, me, my missus just red face walking past. Thank you. That's nice. That's a nice feeling. But never again we're going out matchy, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No, you got to.
What you mean? You got to. You ain't got to do it. See,
match each other's fly.
You got. Yeah. Sometimes you get offset, bro. Like it's just I don't know. I guess it's a way of thinking thing. But yeah, sometimes that matchy, it ain't for every time. But when you see it, I never hate, bro. I never hate when I see when I'm by myself or when I'm with my fellas or whatever, and I see a dude and his chick and they matchy. I'm like, look at them face ass. They so cute. but it's appreciation. It's not the hate. I don't think we got hate. It's just a real appreciation. But people were like, oh damn, they look nice. It was good. Yeah. It was nice. It was nice because it was appreciation, but from other people saying, oh, you look really nice together and blah blah blah. It was good. But question I have for Mel, and it's 2 questions, 2 or 3 questions. What's one sneaker that Q brought home and you looked at him like, why? It's a few.
Just what you could divulge. You could say one. You could say many. I'm just intrigued because like my every time I show my missus a pair, she's like, why? But then there'll be a pair that she's like, oh, you need to get this.
It's got to be one though that just every time I wear it. Well,
I don't want to be seen with you with those on.
So there has to be. There are many, but I'm going to go with the most recent one, and he doesn't even know this. I don't think he knows.
I know what you're going to
say. But every time I look at it, I'm just like, why?
I think I know what she's going to say.
It's the Zion Williams shoe.
The voodoo. No.
Why?
No, that's dope. You know what? It's the design aesthetics. It's the way it's built. It's the material. You see, you won't understand this unless you kind of see, like,
that sneaker is an appreciation for a nostalgia.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That from a new sneaker to be built the way it was built in a nostalgic way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what that is. If that makes sense to y'all sneaker people
That's
out
cool.
there,
It's ugly.
it don't
to
make
me.
no sense to her. But like it got
I
a
can
bunch of
understand
90s vibes and cues. You know what I'm saying? It is an ugly shoe though. It's good ugly.
And this
It's
is
good
what
ugly.
I try.
It's like the
this is what I
biohack.
tried. Yeah.
It's
This is
good
what I
I
tried
don't
to
like that
do.
either.
I ain't got the biohack though.
But
She
this
didn't
is
like the
why-
crafts. She didn't like the handcrafted ones either. They gone.
Yeah.
I tried. You know what? When I come to this situation, I try to explain to my missus why I like that sneaker. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Well, the voodoo. Gone.
The Bordeaux ain't Bordeaux either.
What the Burgundy fives or what's the what?
No.
The ones. The ones.
Oh.
So we have this conversation because I ended up getting, so my high school colors are maroon and silver. And so I saw these shoes and I think they were some Dunks. And they were mids and I got them. I was excited about those shoes. And then they came and they had Bordeaux.
No, they're the ones.
Were they
Bordeaux
ones?
ones, yeah.
Okay, well, they were ones.
With the silver swoosh.
Yeah. They were not the colors.
Oh.
I was excited about those shoes just because they were going to be my alma mater high school colors.
What color is it?
That's like a purple.
All right, cool.
There
might be a different. There's three colors in that range. There's maroon, burgundy, and Bordeaux. They're all very in different color textures. Possibly.
Guess what? She bought me the PSG 4s. She knows exactly what Bordeaux is.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't look the same on the shoes I have.
Take that with Nike. Take that with Nike. Take that with Nike.
Nike,
No, I know.
your colors need to be consistent. Let's talk about that. Consistent colors. Because if I see it on his shoe, I want it on my shoe.
Facts.
I don't want no purple shoe.
Listen to the woman when she's telling the truth.
He's talking the truth. I love it when you do that. I love it. I might need to get that as a soundbite. Listen to that person when they're telling the truth. All I'm gonna say is, every time that comes into a situation, I always tell my missus why I love that sneaker. I have to explain myself because I want her to not force her to understand. I want her to understand why. Because like when you look at I'm gonna tell you the Voodoo Zion is based in New Orleans. We know about the Black Magic. We know about all the things. The fact that right, this is special. If you look at that sneaker, you probably think it's really ugly, right? Like in terms of the colors, the patterns, and the materials. But when you break it down and you go into the depths of it, like the fact that they got a voodoo doll and literally went, here's a sneaker. There you go. And that's what it is. It literally is like a voodoo doll on a sneaker. The stitching, the overlay.
Suede,
exactly, the materials.
All that.
And that's why it's
the buttons on the eyes, on the
button on the eye. Everything. So when you kind of deep dive and look into the transition, and this is why like I think you're more of a casual sneaker than what we are. We're like down the rabbit hole and gone. We're disappeared. We had a tea party. We're playing, bro. I'm talking. I would say technically, on a technicality, you made her a sneakerhead.
No, she got a collection.
That's it. I never claimed to be a sneakerhead, but I do claim that shoe was an ugly shoe. That's what I claim.
I'm gonna say what it is you are. Your sneaker collection is like the extension to a house. It's part of the house, but wasn't part of the house. It's an extension. It's like the garden extension. See what I'm saying? That's what your collection is. It was cues the house, and you're the little part of the extension that was built because it needed to be built.
Yes. Now here's the thing. Look, I once again, I never claimed to be a sneakerhead. Here's the thing, as I'm watching, different reels and things, as I'm on YouTube, there are a lot of great women that are truly sneakerheads. Oh, yeah. And I have a great appreciation for them. I'm not one of them. I like the shoes I like, and I like shoes that are comfortable that go with my fashion and how I like to dress. Now, I'm a sneaker girl. I love sneakers, but a sneakerhead versus a sneaker person, for me, those are two different things.
Right. Stick your hand up. Right. Put your hand down if you got more than 10 beers. Stick your finger down if you got more than 10 beers. Go on.
With one finger down, man.
Okay. Stick your finger down if you got a double up. Stick your finger down if you got more than 2 silhouettes.
Finger down, man.
Stick your finger down, right, if you got a variety of colours in the same silhouette.
Finger down, man.
Stick your finger down if you think that what I just said makes you a sneakerhead. Stick your finger down. Stick your finger down. There you go. We just proved that you are a secret sneakerhead.
I might be.
No.
I just wanted to do that. Because pseudo. And that's a good test. That's a good test.
I tell you what. It's only once a year.
Yeah.
More than likely, once a year. I think it's only been once, where I get a text or I get showed something where I gotta get it because she wanted. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first time it was Pandas. Every time Pandas dropped, I was on that. You know, so we talked about that. But and y'all see, I went lying now. I ain't gonna come on here and lie on my way. Like the fact that when she locking in on a shoe that she like, that's what I know I need to get. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just what I want her to like, and I'll show it to her. And if she say she don't like it, oh well, ain't gotta worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, guys, this ain't even scripted. That was off the head, because I can do I can do a thing where we could talk about stick your hand up and put your finger down if you're a sneakerhead wife. And I'm gonna say, like, the questions I could throw is to stick your finger down if you're a sneakerhead wife. If you showed your partner a sneaker that he should buy because it looks amazing. My missus hand
now
down.
She'll see a shoe and show it to me.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I want you to have these, you know. And sometimes, like,
bro,
I'll pass, or I'll take a L.
You got to get this. You got to get this.
My 95s and my PSG 4s, I got them on the same day from her. Yeah. I took L's on both of them sneakers. Yeah, and I had no idea she got them for me for my birthday.
Like my missus is disappointed when I missed a sneaker. She's like, you need to go and get that, or like the Jordan 1 OG Dusty Clay. I showed her that the other day. She was like, "That's beautiful. You need that."
They hard,
like, bro. Like, she's like, I can't emphasize the amount of support you guys give us, and this is what I called you enablers. This is what I called you enablers.
We are
enabled to have it.
We are.
All right, cool. The other question I had was, if you could sit with the brands at this moment in time, like, what would you say to, like, how would you ask them to influence the women's division and Small Feet Gang better? Because, like, over the years, I think there's been massive improvements, but, like, if you had, like, Nike, Adidas, Puma, Reebok, all of them sitting with you and you're in a board meeting, what would you say to them to try and make it better for women in sneakers?
So one of the issues that I've always come across, and the reason why I have to go back to the K-Swiss and why I rocked those for years, I actually rocked K-Swiss from my teen years into my, like, early 20s. I wish a lot of sneaker brands now, one of the things I hate specifically with Nikes, I'll find some Nikes that I really like, but they are like, they're tight.
Yeah.
I have a small foot, but I have a wide foot. They make shoes for women very narrow. And so shoes that I really like, I can't wear. Like, we've actually been in shoe store after shoe store, and I'm trying on shoes, and they're so narrow that I can't even get my foot in them.
You have to go half a size up or half a size down.
It depends on the shoe. It depends on the shoe.
But no, in general, Air Max in particular.
Yeah.
Air Max need to have a wide availability. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's limited, you know what I'm saying? Like, New Balance is good for that. New Balance does most of their releases in wides. You know what I'm saying? So you can, and that's not a common thing with any of the companies. New Balance is the only company that really does that commonly. Mm-hmm. But all footwear brands could benefit from that because the consumer is going to benefit from that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the consumer is going to benefit, it's an automatic benefit for y'all.
All feet are not created equally. Yeah. And that's the thing with men's shoes. I can look at Q's shoes, and even for his size, I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, they even look like they're stretching more than a woman's shoe would. Yeah. I mean, come on now.
It was the 270s that when, because I had never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on the slimmer side my whole life. So my foot is narrow. You know what I'm saying? I wear 11. My foot is long, but it's narrow too. I'm not a wide footer at all. And I got a full arch. So I'm like, as long as I got my regular size, I'm good to go. Everything in size 11. I don't need a half size up or down in nothing. For the most part,
and this is why I don't like giving advice on is it true to size, because everybody's foot lays differently. Like, is it going to be comfortable? And some people find 4s uncomfortable or 3s uncomfortable, and I can understand why, because obviously pinky toe sits a bit different to other people. They're a bit wider base, everything the same. Like, this is why I say to people, I could tell you it's true to size to me, but like, if you want to really match the size, go to the shop. And right this moment in time, it's the perfect time. Go match it. Go to the shop and try them on, because they're available to try on. Go and see if they fit. Bro, go and see how it runs.
I'm thinking, like, because she told me back in the day about Air Max. You know, she always wanted to have like 95s. Like, we all loved Air Max in the 90s, right? So I'm like, cool, we finna get some Air Max then. So we got a pair of 95s, but they were grade school and they fit real good. You still wear them to this day.
Yep.
She done had them for like 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Air Max 90s. She got a couple you got the one pair.
Yeah.
No, you got a couple pair now.
Yeah, I have a couple pair now.
But then we go to I don't even want to say the name. It don't matter. We went to City Gear. Not too far from the house. And we I think I went to pick up something. Or Hibbett was somewhere. And we looking at 270s. And I had never I was never interested in 270s from aesthetic standpoint. I'm like, nah, that ain't for me. But she actually liked how they look. And she was interested in getting a pair. But she told me before I even picked the shoe up, she said, it ain't going to work though. Because it ain't going to stretch enough. She said, they don't make shoes for my foot like that. I said, what do you mean? It's a mesh shoe, right? I pick it up, bro. Sure enough. Now, this is a dunk. Y'all know how. This is a detached tongue, fully detached. I could push it all the way in, and I can pull it all the way out, right? The 270 is one piece around the tongue. All the way around the collar is one piece.
Yep.
And it don't pull no further than about that far.
Oh, yeah.
So if you got a wide foot trying to just get inside the shoe,
it's done.
It's difficult. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a good,
that's a flagship silhouette. That was the new Air Max on Air Max Day that year, and this Air Max month right now. That is great that we bringing this up here for Air Max month, because if that DN is doing the same thing, it's doing a disservice to the community.
Yeah. What do you think? There's like I hear a lot of people, and especially because you're in that range where you hover between GS and like a regular size, like men's size or whatever the regular release is. But do you find there's a massive difference in quality? Do you kind of steer away from the like GS sizes, or do you kind of get because it depends on the sneaker, depends on the quality, because GS sizes aren't built like the regular releases. And do you feel like they should just get rid of like GSs and like even like not even like make them the same price, but bring the same quality, remove the name of GS, and basically kind of release them like they're supposed to. Because like there's a lot of people that a lot of GS sneakers are doing well, but back in the day it was like GS sneakers aren't the same quality or the same build as regular sneakers.
Let me answer that, please.
Okay. Oh,
because that's two separate issues, right?
Yeah,
and they're both important. So it's kind of like a catch-22 with the quality thing. You know, we get the cacao wow.
Yeah.
Where the wild things are.
Yeah.
Like all these exclusive grade school 3s and 4s and 5s, the patchwork 5, was it a patchwork? You know what I'm talking about, the 5 with the plaid and all that on it.
Yeah, the pleated 5s, yeah. That was dope.
Quilted 5s, or whatever they call.
Yeah.
All the GR exclusive stuff gets the regular treatment, right? With the production value.
Yeah.
Because it's GS exclusive. You know, we can't take the GS off. We just have to leave the high quality on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When the full family side, that one.
Mm.
Yeah. Pleated,
whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Plaid.
It's nice. It's very nice. Yeah, pleated, yeah.
Plaid. It's plaid. That's what it said.
Tomato, whatever, bro. Let's rock on.
But no. I think you made two valid points that I think are separate. The distinction between grade school and women's and men's sizing shouldn't mean that the quality is different
at all.
Ever.
No.
Ever.
Because I'm instantly here's how I shop. I am going to go look at the grade school size first.
It's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't get it, I'm going to go to the women's size. If I can't get that, I'm going to instantly do my conversion to the man's size. Mm-hmm. If I want the shoe, I'm going to get it. At that point, I don't care what it costs. I just want what I want, which is fine. But I do expect the same quality, whether I'm getting the grade school, the women's, or the men's. Like, just give me my quality. My money's my money, so give me my quality.
And they funny about that, too, because like with the Chicago 2s, they came in all 3. Not every release comes in all 3. Like, right. I think the top 3 5s came in all 3.
Yeah.
You had a grade school size, but there were women's size. Certain shoes get the W put on them, and then some have the W without them, and the other have the GS stamp and the TD stamp and the PD stamp. You know, when you do the full family size runs, and then they put the women's size in there too, that women's Chicago 2 is built different than that men's Chicago 2. If you get a women's 12.5, which is a men's 11, it will be different than the men's 11 that me and you have in our collections right now. Mm-hmm. It'll be more narrow, and it's going to it's going to fit different. Are the materials different? They shouldn't be. They better not be.
Mm-hmm. The thing is,
because women's sizes cost the same as men.
On a technicality, a women's size 5 will have less materials than a men's size 11. So
should be the same materials though.
No, the same materials,
but it's less material. Yeah. I get that.
So on a technicality, you could still build a GS sneaker. You could still build a sneaker at a GS price, knowing that it's not going to use the same materials. You can work out the cost conversion for that if you needed to anyway. But I personally think they should, like, this is my thoughts, they should get rid of GS size, and they should just literally have a size 2.5 to whatever extended size run, and adjust the bell curve.
That was that was the thing I disagreed with your last point, because getting the GS and the TD and PD are the price break points.
Yeah, no, but men's and
women's have the same price point. GS has a lower price point,
and that reflects on the quality and the materials.
It shouldn't. That's what you're
Majority of the
speaking
time.
to.
Yeah,
The
because
price,
then
the
what
price
you
difference
do,
should be because of the
Yeah.
material difference, not the material change, not it being less quality, it being
And-
less amount.
Exactly, and this is where I can tell you right this moment in time, there's a majority of GS sneakers that aren't built like I'd say maybe 60% perspective. There's a lot of GS sneakers that aren't built the same with, the same materials as a regular
I
release.
get
That Lucky Green 5 you just bought, it's a women's
Yeah,
release, right? Ain't no grade school size on that. Your size, you got a women's 12, right? Which is a men's 10.5. That's the biggest size they came in that sneaker. No extended sizes. It costs you full price. If we was to get her size, which is technically a grade school size, a women's 8 is a grade school 6.5, same price.
So maybe
So if they get rid of GS, get rid of GS, you're gonna be paying full price for your kids' sneakers that wear children's sizes.
And this is where I don't agree with it, because basically, like, bro, a 2.5 women's 2.5 you can't price that at the same price as you.
And that's always going to be the problem.
That's wrong,
because you have some children with big feet. That's the problem. Like, I'm a 6.5. I have middle school nieces. They haven't even hit 15 yet. Both of them, their feet are bigger than mine. So
and
what happens when they're younger and their feet, like, I shouldn't have to pay that much for them to outgrow shoes within a few months.
And this is where we need to kind of take a real reflection, or the brands need to take a real reflection and sit down and think, you know what, right? A 2.5 uses this X amount of material, and an 11 uses X amount of material. So 11 is always going to cost 190, whatever it is. Well, you can't price a 2.5 at £190. That to me is daylight robbery, in my personal opinion, because you're not using the same quantity of material. So price it the price that it needs to be. If it is $100, $200, $220, $130, price it like you use it in terms of the cost material rather. And you know what? I'm going to tell you exactly what I feel about this. It's not the materials that cost up the money. It's the getting it from A to B with the transportation that actually builds up the cost for that sneaker. And this is why it's priced that price. And that's wrong. I believe that to be wrong, because it's like the difference is like having a big massive cookie and getting a little cookie from the shop, and it's exactly the same price. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But yeah.
But let's talk about it. Let's be real about it, though. They're going to continue to do what they're doing because we, the people, are going to continue to buy them at whatever price they set. And let's call it what it is. With our generation, yes, we are. Our generation specifically, we're going to want our shoe, and we're going to want our kids to have the shoe, and we're going to want the babies to have the same shoe. It is what it is because we allow it. That's what has happened.
And we have to hold out.
It's for the bubble, the resale bubble bursting is kind of helping us. It's helping us a lot. Those of us that are still active in the community and copping on the regular, all the shoes that's sitting, the sales and discounts and whatnot is helping us. However, we are all correct, and they gonna roll with the punches. Whatever the climate is. Like with the whole inflation thing, the prices went up. We've been seeing it all the time. We didn't see it just in sneakers. We talked about it with sneakers because we talk about sneakers, but we saw it in food. We saw it in housing. We saw it in transportation. We saw it in fuel. We see it in everywhere. The prices on everything is going up across the board. So that's just what it is. But as far as the quality control, man, we talk about quality control every time something big. Every time something big that everybody wants comes out, we end up talking about quality control one way or another.
I'm definitely gonna say one
that needs to change.
Definitely. Like the military blue 4s that are coming out, we're gonna have quality issues because there's a mass production on that as well. But going back to the original question, like that's one step. And I do believe that they're trying to address this, because I do believe the quality of GS sneakers are getting better and better. And in some cases, the GS sneakers are way better than the men's sneakers in terms of the quality, which is good. But we just looked at the pleated Jordan 5 as well, which is another great example of GS exclusives. Do you want a whole new lane for GS women's exclusives that are just there for the small feet gang? We've seen that more and more, but you want more of it. Like exclusive collaborations with, and Tiana Taylor is one of the forefront pushes for the Jordan 1 Resume Comfort that we saw last year. So and I saw that at the event, and I looked at it as a dope sneaker. Like, how would you, if you were in charge of the women's division in any brand, maneuver?
So see, that's a different question for me, because I think it would be good to have more releases tailored towards specific people. I do see where they are pushing for certain things, but from my perspective, I kind of feel like they have to. And this is my opinion, just based off of what I see from the people I know. Let me say that. I mentioned my middle school nieces.
Yep.
I take them to school, and Nike doesn't want to hear this, but most of those kids got off the bus or out of cars in Crocs. Who wants to see that? So, yeah, they're trying to do things because they have no choice. When you have this one shoe taking over everything, that's a problem.
I think it's very very trendy, because we when I was getting into the sneaker game, it was Vans. Hey Daniel, remember that whole famous what you got on your feet? That was a trend. A lot of people were wearing Vans. That's transition now. The newer generation, I'm gonna say, it's a trendy generation. They always work on trends. Whatever's trending, they will go and buy. So Crocs are trending, they will go and buy that. You had Vans that were trending years back, they will go and buy that. But the heritage companies like Nike and Adidas, I don't think they're worried, bro. I don't think they're worried.
No, because they don't have to be worried. No. Here's what happened with Crocs, in my opinion. Talking to young people. Because I asked, we buy the shoes for the kids. And I ask, how am I spending $100 plus $200 on multiple pairs of shoes, and you walking out the house in Crocs on a daily basis? Mm-hmm. Comfort. So if Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Puma, whomever, if they want to do something, much to what I said with my wide foot for years, make the shoes more comfortable. Aesthetically, they're very pleasing. Price-wise, that's on us. We're the parents now. We're the ones we're going to buy. We're going to invest. That's not a problem. But what happens when you have the preteens and the teenagers that have the 10, 15 boxes, and they still walking out the house in the little $50, $60 pair of Crocs, just because they can put the little gadgets or whatever you have on them.
Ain't buying you no more sneakers. That's it.
Well, we might not buy them, but guess what? It's comfort. Because these are the same kids that are walking back and forth, throughout school. And I'm not saying it's not trendy. It is absolutely trendy. But we go to the mall, we see these kids.
Oh,
it's not that they're not dressed up. They are. When it's time to get dressed up, they out there. But as far as like a regular, everyday type of deal, they're looking for comfort. And here's the thing, and I don't know if you guys get it there, but here in Atlanta, still to this day, especially with the young ladies, they hit the beauty supply store for the slippers. The little bubble slippers and things like that.
I know. I remember those.
I don't understand it, but it's about comfort. It's about comfort to them more than anything.
I think you're right, but I also want to add on to what you just said, right? For a little kid, for a growing adult, let's call them growing adults, with no surplus income, right? And that's crucial. When you have 20 pairs that that are expensive, they cost £200, and you don't want to go to school and scuff them up, what are you gonna wear? Crocs. They're comfortable. And let's just address that comfortability for a fact, right? Because the brands are listening. New Balance. Why do you think New Balance are doing New Balance numbers? Because they're comfortable. Why do you think the Jordan 4 got retooled? Because it's more comfortable. The brands know already. Like, they're making sneakers more comfortable for us. The Zoom Comfort Jordan 1 is the reason why.
No. You said for us.
For us. For the younger generation,
because we getting older,
not so much.
We getting older, but we want to keep wearing the same shoes that we was wearing 30 and 40 years ago. So they better make them more comfortable for my 40-year-old feet.
Because let's talk about it. Like you said, with the New Balances, here's the thing, and I got to take it just to what I know. The people I work with, one guy specifically that I work with very closely, he and I both rock Blazers.
Okay.
He has the New Balances. He's the one in all the shoes that are comfortable.
Yeah.
And he's getting them. And this dude is 52 right now.
Yeah.
52. So, yeah, they're listening. But he's right. They're listening for us. As far as this younger generation, they're gone. They want anything. And they don't care about the money because we're the ones spending it, not them.
I'm gonna call Cap on comfort. I don't want to hear comfort from these. That's a buzzword for these kids. Crocs are lazy.
I agree.
That's what they are. They lazy. You too lazy to tie your shoes, and you too lazy to go in sport mode. You too lazy to go in sport mode. Don't give me comfort. You ain't even in sport mode. But you got the Soleil Crocs on. They got the elastic band on the back. Easy access sport mode. And it look like it's more secure locked in. And you ain't even going sport mode in the Soleils, bro. You lazy. Listen, I ain't talking to y'all that's wearing Crocs for fashion. Because some of y'all actually wearing Crocs for fashion. And the Soleils, if they ain't the Soleil Crocs, you not wearing them for fashion. Okay? You lazy. You ain't even in sport mode. I got gibbets on my Crocs too, but my Crocs stay in the house.
I mean, here's the thing, and to go with the Crocs, and I know, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but I feel like another lazy shoe was the Yeezys. That was a real lazy shoe.
The worst.
Listen to the woman when she's telling the truth.
That's it. It's a lazy shoe.
Yo,
that's really what started it. For me,
your Kanye is always innovating. That's all I'm gonna say. Kanye's always setting the trends. But I'm gonna say one thing about slides. I'm definitely gonna say one thing about slides. I got Yeezy slides, very comfortable. They don't go outside. They're an indoor shoe, not an outdoor shoe. And Crocs.
And now you listen to the man when he telling the truth. Yup.
But the worst thing I've ever seen, and this is recent, this year, like last year, and a couple of years past that as well. The worst thing I've ever seen is sale slides that look like they're almost black with white socks which look like they've not been washed in like a year, walking around, and I'm thinking, that's the trend in the flex. Nah, it can't be. And if you guys ain't watching Q, I just made Q choke. That is the most horrible thing I've seen. And when you say lazy, that's super lazy. I'm talking. How are you wearing Nike Tech fleece, which is expensive? Mm-hmm. All the gear. I'm talking about you got a side bag with Louis Vuitton side bag, all of that stuff, and then you're rocking some crispy ass slides with some dusty ass socks. What flex are you doing? Bro, cross contamination. Yeah, you're talking Nike Tech with Yeezys. Cross contamination. That's horrendous, bro.
Man,
I can't. You know how sneakers look from the feet up and up. I can't do that. I have to look from the top down and I have to cut myself off from looking at those slides because they look ugly. Like, who's wearing? If any of you guys are wearing like really horrible looking socks, like I'm talking about socks that have been washed for a year with slides that you can easily wipe clean, but you don't want to wipe them clean, but they look like they're supposed to be white, but they're black. Nasty. Nah, don't. That's not style. That's you being an absolute dumbass. I'm just saying.
I agree.
Oh
That's
man.
dumbass behavior.
Yeah, dumbass behavior. That might be the one for today, bro.
Oh boy. Oh man, I love it, boy. I love
Yeah,
it.
but like going back to the whole thing, like I'm saying, like it's laziness. It's probably also the fact that it's easy to wear slip-ons. Basically, slides are just easy. Like that contributes to the laziness. The price also attributes to that, and the trend absolutely attributes to that. There's all those factors that make that sneaker, that Crocs or the slides, we had the trend with the slides anyway because everybody was rocking slides. Everybody, and you know what? Everybody was rocking 350s when they were fashionable because it's an easy sneaker. It's sitting there. You don't need to tie laces. Bang, in, out. That's it.
They were never fashionable though. That's the difference, bro. They were trendy.
Yeah, they're trendy. They're trendy.
See. It's language, dog. It's language that angers me. You know what I'm saying? That's why me and you argue because you'll say something, you'll generalize something, and then I take it as your opinion when you be speculating sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And because you make it sound so general, I'm like, hold on, bro. Is this what you believe? You know what I'm saying? And so that's when people moving the way they move out here is words and action. You know what I'm saying? When you see somebody walking around here and they bruh. People be out here, rest in peace to Carl Weathers again. These dudes be out here Action Jackson with some Crocs on, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they really finna go jump off a building. You know what I'm saying? And they standing on business and all this and that, bro. You can't be tough with foam shoes on, dog. Stop. Bro. You ain't even got real. Man, if it went down for real and you had to go, you're gonna get caught. Whether you running from whether you running from the people that try to snatch you or the people that try to snatch you.
That's my point. That's my point. That's literally the point that I've made to ours was you have shoes for a reason. Because if you out here, you gonna get got. But that's how we thought about it in our day. Like, have your shit together because you never know when you gotta go. Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't got it. Y'all just out here. But you know what? That's the culture too. Because these are the same people out here in the phone walking, not paying attention to. So it's multiple things to how they're living and what they're doing. They gonna get got in them shoes. It is what it is. That's not.
Don't get got in your Crocs.
Please don't.
Yeah, don't get got in your. Yeah, don't get got in your Crocs. No, like it's fashion, and I'm pretty sure in the next 5 years there'll be something different that comes along and be like everybody's jumping on that.
Yeah,
and
it's not fashionable, dog. Like ain't nobody hitting the runway in Crocs, bro. Outside the Soleils.
Oh.
Like the Soleils are fashionable. Like I get it. The Soleils are good ugly. You know what I'm saying? They took the trend and they put some fashion to it. You know what I mean?
Let's not even talk about fashionable
sneakers.
But that's not the same. Because let's not even talk about fashionable sneakers. I know what I shared to you this week, and we talked about the cockroach steppers. I know, bro. Fashionable sneakers, runway sneakers, don't belong. And Mel's looking at you like a bit with a side eye, but you need to show Mel those cockroach steppers because runway sneakers don't belong in casual sneakers or in the sneaker community either, because some of those sneakers are absolutely horrendous. Like, have you shown Mel the homeless Balenciagas Converses? Oh my!
Maybe I did.
The reaction, like, bro, like the runway sneakers ain't it. Runway, like, there's a variety levels of different sneakers: casual, slip-on, slides, Crocs, OGs, and stuff like that. But while Q pulls this up, I wanna take you through before we go to the quick strikes. I want to take you through something.
No, hold on. We might not even need no quick strikes, do we, bro? Like, we've been partying for a whole hour and a half for real.
True. We might save those quick strikes for next week, or the week off, or will we?
This, but 850.
Oh no! This ain't the one. I'm talking about the one with a big hole missing on the side of it.
Yeah, they got.
Why?
It's a pair. They got a pair that's so beat it look like it comes straight out the trash can for real. Like.
Okay. So here's the thing. Okay. I'm trying to be politically correct when I say this. So I have, once again,
Do it to yourself.
I've had some people that I work with.
It's this one.
Of different races.
This is the actual.
They're younger people. Between the age of 20 and 25. Mm-hmm. And they have shown me some shoes that are very distressed and ugly. And I've asked, like, why would you spend money on shoes that are already dirty?
That's like $1,000 shoe.
And they're just like, oh no, they're so cool. Like, we want the shoes that are already beat up.
Why?
And I'm trying to rationalize it in my head. And their only answer is, well, because they're already beat up. What does that mean? The shoe is already beat up.
So you want your clothes to be new.
But your shoe to be beat up. And here's my, and once again, going back to the three of us and our struggles in growing up, we didn't want beat up shoes. Like, we wanted new shoes. So why are you now trying to have shoes that are already beat up? I'm confused.
Oh, I got it. You probably will hit it. If you keep talking, you'll hit the nail on the head. I've got it. It's about, I've gone through the journey. I've put the time and effort into this sneaker. I've done
your journey costs $300, $400 plus already. You ain't went through nothing.
Nope.
You know what? You know what the journey is.
It's the
you know what the journey is. My blue bottoms starting to turn yellow. That's what the real journey is. Yeah. From wearing
by the way,
I'm not trying to buy nothing that's already beat. No, I want to put the beat. That was my point about like having double ups. Like it don't. I feel like it don't make sense for me to have double up because I'm not gonna beat the shoe enough to warrant having a brand new pair. The brand new pair is probably gonna go bad before I have a chance to wear it because I take such good care of my sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not beating them, why have a bunch of pairs? You gotta, if you got them, rock them.
Well, let me just pause this because I wanna introduce our new service. Hold on. Introducing me and Q's new Bash sneaker for your pleasure, because we'll give you a Bash sneaker for whatever you price you want. Bring us your Converse, bring us your like Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s. We'll run it through the trash can and give it back to you and charge you £500 for it. So bring us your Bash stuff, bring us your new sneakers, and we'll bash them up for you, and we'll save you that money from that Balenciaga hype. Let's go, let's do this. Q, business sorted.
Hey, make sure they size 11 or 11 and a half. I'll do 11 and a half if I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll wear them to work.
Yeah.
Right.
That's our new company. Bro, that's our new company name, Bash Your Sneaker. We charge £500 to bash your sneaker. Cheaper than what the actual high-end brands sell it for you.
Horrible.
That's all I'm saying. We'll bash your sneaker a day. By the way, we're not Foot Locker employees either. Alright, cool.
Man.
Bro,
we do have a lot of, it's just so much BS that go into it, man. With this shoe shit, dog. We don't need this, man. We got enough already. We don't need pre-beat shoes, man.
No,
we got to.
No.
Y'all need to let that trend go. Let it go because the companies believe it's good. We don't want it. Y'all messing up for us.
You know what? There's levels. There's levels to this, right? And by the way, I'm expecting us to do a reel on Bash a Sneaker. That's the reel's coming soon. Watch this, guys. Yeah. By the way, there's levels to this, right? There's new on-DS sneakers, right? There's aged out sneakers. There's vintage looking sneakers, which goes a bit beyond the aged out. And
that's cool.
Apps. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's where you need to stop. As soon as you start taking holes out of a sneaker and making it fashionable for the runway and charging £1,000 for it, and this is why I say, look, buy your sneaker, £200, send it to us, we'll bash it up for you, charge you another £500. That's $750. You save money from paying $1,000, whatever it is for. We'll do it for you. If you want your sneaker to be aged out, I'll throw it into a mud pile and do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna pay me $500 for it.
You know what? You know what this is, right?
What's that, bro?
This is extreme culture vulturism. When you try too hard to be like Virgil. Remember what Virgil did with the Jordan 2 Low?
Yeah.
With the crack. So that was an homage to that sneaker. These people at these brands that's coming up with this literal garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, you buying a shoe that's already should be in the trash can. Like, y'all do it too much. But what Virgil did with that pre-distress on them tools ain't got nothing to do with this foolishness y'all got going on. You know what?
I'm gonna got a bit even bigger, better venture for you guys. Right? Give me your $1,000 or whatever you want to pay for that sneaker. I'll go around London and I'll buy a brand new sneaker for the homeless. And I'll give you that homeless sneaker that's already bashed up. You pay that money. You know what? As a matter of fact, you're doing a service to somebody else because you're providing them with a very good sneaker that they could wear and they could live in for the next year or two, whatever it is. But you get the beat up sneaker you want. You want to go down that way? Let's go down that way. Trust me.
Yep.
That really is taking a biscuit, and I could use harder words for these luxury brands because you are really taking the mick, especially with these sneakers, because some of the people that actually can't afford sneakers, that can't really struggle to get stuff, that are actually living in sneakers that look like that. You're taking a piss. You're taking a piss. Simple. Yeah, I can't respect that.
Let's see one of these high fashion brands. Let's see one of these high fashion brands take that idea.
Exactly, and you know what, right? This came to me, us on this podcast in an instant. I gave you the brands that I there if they want it, right? Because like simple, you could really help people out here, but no, you want to make a trash sneaker. You want to get a perfectly brand spanking looking sneaker and trash it up. Raw, you could have given that to you could have given that to somebody that actually really needed it.
Yep.
I need to get this off my screen. I'm still looking at it.
Bro, in the space of 20 minutes, we came up with 2 ideas. Bash your sneaker and sneakers to the homeless. That's dope.
Yep.
Swap it out, man. Swap it out.
Yeah, sneaker swaps. You know what? We heard of sneaker swaps. Let's do a sneaker swaps for the people that actually really want it. You know what? You bring a brand new sneaker. We give them a brand new sneaker. You take the bash sneaker. You really want a bash sneaker for £1,000? Do it. Help the homeless.
For real. What's the difference?
Right.
And yeah, exactly. What's the difference? Tell me what's the difference between what you pulled up to what somebody actually is struggling wearing. That's
too much.
That's crazy, isn't it? Crazy when you think about it. Yeah. But anything else? Oh yeah. We was gonna do this, weren't we? It's about time.
I've been waiting for the longest for you to press that.
No. We saved 2 of the best things to the end because we're not doing any quick strikes today because we've decided, right?
Right.
Loose shoes are dumb. Do you know the premises of this, Mel?
No.
Okay. Loose shoes are dumb is like we through the conversations we had, we're gonna loose shoes are dumb means you lose a sneaker. That means you lose it for yourself, but you give it to everybody else. You choose a sneaker, which means everybody gets it, including yourself. And you dump a sneaker, which means it no longer exists in history. So what we normally do with a guest is say loose shoes dump, OG, GR, or collaboration. OG sneaker means, like, let's just, for example, like a sneaker Michael Jordan wore, OG sneaker, right? That he played in. GR means general release sneakers, which is based on the OGs. It's a bit different colorways, which we want to call like, yeah. And then collaborations is anything that's touched with artists like Travis Scott, Virgil, all that stuff. Yeah, Amma Manier and Boutiques. So what you're losing, what you're choosing, and what you're dumping.
What am I losing?
OGs, GRs, and collabs.
OGs, what am I losing OG wise?
No.
Those are just the categories.
Oh, what am I? Oh,
OGs. GRs.
Oh gosh,
She just got it. She just got it. She just understood what the assignment was.
Yeah.
It's a hard question.
And she ain't a sneakerhead, so she probably thinking more about my collection than she is about hers.
Very much so. Very much so.
What am I losing?
It means
I know.
you can't get it, but everybody else can.
Darn, this is hard.
It always
I
is hard.
can't get it, but everybody else can.
Everybody else can get it, yeah. You know what? This is hard.
Wait. I know this is hard. Let me tell you why it's hard. It's hard because I'm going through, like, I'm not even going through his collection. I'm going through, like, things that I would want to wear or want, like, just in general. See, y'all should have gave me just, like, 3 sneakers to go through. Okay, never mind. What am I losing that everybody else can have? Everybody else can have the OGs. It's fine.
Okay, so you don't want the OG, so you lose that, yeah?
Yeah, everybody else can have them. I mean, because you know what? If I was meant to have them, I would have had them.
Okay,
but
cool.
If everybody else can enjoy, that's cool.
Yeah. So you lose OGs, which is fine. Yeah.
What you choosing for yourself?
What are you dumping? Let's just look, because automatically you choose the other one. Like, what are you dumping? What you really want to dump between like collaborations and GRs?
I'm gonna dump collabs. Yeah,
because you have GRs.
All collabs, and all collabs aren't good collabs.
Oh, that's true. And your collection always starts with GRs initially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Speaking of collabs, I did want to mention earlier. You remember the Nina Chanel 2s?
Yeah.
That because that was a sizing thing. She didn't realize that it was women's sizes. She had bought a pair for me, but she got a women's 11.
Yeah.
Instead of a men's 11. You know what I'm saying? So we end up having, because it sold out, so we have to end up sending it back.
Hate it back.
But
damn it.
Nina Chanel got a 3 coming this year.
Okay.
I was hoping that it would drop during Women's History Month when I first heard about it, but apparently it's coming a little later on this year. But I do want to shout out Nina Chanel. I'm glad she got another collection coming because we know she gonna do at least one colorway. Excellent. Last time she got a high and a low, but it's different with the 3s. So hopefully she'll get 2 colorways this time too, and a whole wardrobe collection too.
And I just want to remind people again and again and again that you need to keep listening to us. If you know somebody that listen to us, send it to them, because basically you need to keep listening to us because we talked about this whole 3 agenda and we had a discussion, we had a disagreement, all of that stuff, right? Early last year, because I realized there was loads of frees coming, like loads of regular GR frees coming, and then we had a discussion that it's good that frees are coming back. And then that was like early last year. Now, right this moment in time, the amount of collaboration frees, the amount of OG frees we're getting, that's crazy. And you know what the next thing, everybody, like I said, and we said, everybody is now going to talk about the 3 being the silhouette that the brands are pushing, right? And we talked about how it was a secret push back then, like a year ago, and now we're seeing that fruition to what we. So, bro, like, and to your beautiful missus, we are on like point most of the time. So you guys need to pay attention, because some of the stuff we say now in 6 months or a year is coming true. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to big us up. I'm just saying the proof is in the pudding. But I'm
sorry. I got something to say on that. So, was it a couple of weeks ago I saw the reel or whatever on the Travis Scott shoe or whatever? Mm-hmm. They are on point, guys. They're on point. I had this conversation in my kitchen with him 2, maybe 3 years ago about how the Travis Scott shoe looked like other shoes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I remember them talking about it on the show
when it first came out.
Yeah,
when it first showed.
Everybody else was late. Everybody else was late. Shoe Dog Podcast was not. Sorry.
Yo, I think the episode we're talking about is copy, paste, repeat, or rinse and repeat, or whatever it was, because we talked about how the Travis Scott cut the chick or Jumpman Jack sneaker is a imitation or replica of what Kanye did, because he took a lot of different silhouettes from Nike and brought it into that Yeezy 1 and 2. And that's the same thing they're doing. And like 6 months to a year later, people talking the same thing we're talking. Like, I'm not saying we're the best, or we just on point. We're on.
Stop, man. We don't know what you're talking about. We don't know nothing.
We don't know nothing. I know nothing. Next up, I wanted to do this. Lose, choose, or dump, because you didn't say free silhouettes, so we're going to give you free silhouettes, right? Or we're going to give you free sneakers. So are you choosing lose, choose, or dump? Same premises. The Blazer, the Pandas, or the all black Dunks. 3 of your favorite sneakers. Lose, choose, or dump.
Damn it, man.
Shit.
I am going to lose the all black.
I knew it.
Oh, okay. So you're giving it to everybody. You're giving it to everybody else, yeah?
Give it to everybody else.
I bought her that shoe so she would stop wearing the Panda so much.
I know what she's choosing already, bro. I know what she's choosing already.
I am choosing the Blazers.
I knew you was going to choose the Blazers because that's your first ever. Yeah. And you're dumping the Pandas, yeah?
I'll dump the Pandas, but I don't want to, but I will.
That's good.
But I don't want
for
to.
Everybody.
But I will.
It's good for everybody. It's good for the whole world. No more Pandas for nobody.
You heard it here. You heard it here on the Shoe Dog podcast. It's official. The Pandas is dead.
Yes.
No.
It might be flashy thing.
No.
It might be flashy thing.
No.
The panda dunk never existed. Never will we refer to this animal with association with a sneaker made by Nike ever again.
See,
100%.
Can I say why? Let me tell you why I'm going to dump them.
You got free
because no, because if I dump them, if I have to, and if they never existed, I'll just rock my black and white Adidas.
Ooh.
My Adidas.
Yeah, that's a question I got for you. Actually,
all right, man, that's enough. Episode, what is it? Episode 107.
No.
Episode 107, Shoot Out Podcast.
No.
We gonna get on up. Everybody say thank you to our special guest. She will never make another appearance on the podcast.
I got a question. All right, I got a question. So, Mel.
Yes.
How do you feel about the unofficial official Nike spokesman in your house?
So I heard that you had to take him to court.
Oh well, no, not me. Somebody wanted to take him to court.
Someone wanted first off.
Ian. No, he knows somebody. It was Ian.
Every week you mentioned Ian. Every week.
Ian, let me say this to you, Ian. Don't you worry about taking my husband to court, because I'm going to take him to court, okay?
What, today?
Because he going to tell me it's checks over stripes, and I'm going to tell him it's checks and stripes all day, every day. So don't you worry about it, sir. I got this over here, okay? Now, how do I feel about it?
Yeah.
It's one of those things in the culture where you like what you like.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't personally care for it because I do feel like he could use a little more variety in the collection. But I get it. This goes back to, him being younger, and even when we met, like, he had Adidas, he had different shoes, so it's not like he's never worn these shoes. It's not like he's never had.
What changed? That's the thing. What changed?
just being real honest, we leveled up and we were able, like, once we got good and everything was where we needed it to be, I was like, run it, go do and get what you want. Don't worry about getting what you have to get. Get exactly what you want to get.
Yeah.
So wants
I
versus needs, that's what changed.
I respect that. I truly do respect that, because sometimes it gets like that. But I want to just pull this up, right? I want to just say this, bro. There's one sneaker that even if you're a Nike head, you need to have. You you definitely need to have, and it's this. This is the 84 Forum. This is the one sneaker Michael Jordan wore in the Olympic trials before he got signed to Nike. You need to have that sneaker, bro. That's Michael Jordan worn sneaker. Just out of nostalgia, you need to have that.
Are y'all done? Are y'all done? I done gave y'all moment. I done gave y'all moment. No. Ain't no less nothing. Hold on. Because you talking about checks and stripes.
That's what it is.
It's 2 pair of Adidas in your whole collection, in your 30, 40 pair collection. It's 2 Adidas. Who bought it?
You did.
Gotta respect you for that, bro.
How many times you wore it?
I've worn them, I think.
I think, you know what the funny thing was? I think.
How many times you done wore your dunks and your blazers, and your fives? You used to wear them fives all the time, them Flint 7s. You used to destroy them Flint 7s, boy. I'm talking about.
I still wear the Flint 7s. Those are my workout walk shoes and things.
You know what?
They're that comfortable.
I love your guys' dynamic. I love your guys' dynamic. Seriously, is awesome. But shall we go to Sneaker Court, because there's some amazing news this week? Shall we do that?
Let's do it.
Right, let's go. He's on the.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty! Welcome back to Sneaker Court Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion and Executioner, with special bailiff Mel. Mel B.
There you go.
Special Spice Girl for today. But yes, today we're looking at a case which we covered several cases in this kind of context, because we felt like this needed to be covered, and it was especially with the robberies in Memphis. And good news, it's not a court case, it's a arrest and you are going to go to jail case, because it feels like this week the police in Memphis arrested 9 people in relation to the $50K worth of Nike merchandise, which was stolen from the actual stores or the warehouses, whatever it was. But it also is.
That's a rail car.
Rail car. Yeah, it's also the rail car. So there's a lot of other cases we've seen in stores and all of that stuff. So they're still catching people. These might be the same people that actually caught, or actually in connection to the other cases in Memphis and Chicago. And it's going to be quite interesting to see. The funny thing about this was they got a tip off from people. So the funny thing about this court case was that they were loading these stolen Nikes into their cars as they were getting arrested, bro. You couldn't make this up. Talk about caught sneak-handed, bro. that happened. It was in the heat of the moment, pun intended, and it literally is good to see that the police are cracking down, bro. Play that video. Let's just have a look at what the actual report was, because that was epic to see. Because it's good to see that we're getting some resolutions to some of these cases, because it was not good to see like thousands of dollars being stolen from the Nike warehouses or the Nike shops, and they're ransacking shops, which is crazy. I just don't understand why you would do that in the first place.
Because when you get off to
unless you really want it to be caught, and unless you really want it to kind of like how are you getting away with stealing all of that amount of money and thinking you can get away with it? It's good that they got caught. I'm pretty sure more people will end up getting caught over the next year or so, and making sure this bad behavior doesn't exist. But yeah, go, bro. Let's play this.
News tonight at 6 out of North Mississippi, where a police presence is unfolding in Holly Springs. Good evening to you, and thanks for being with us. I'm Shay Arthur. Now, we have a crew on the way to that scene. That's off East Dorn Avenue. We'll keep you updated as we learn more information tonight. And new tonight, 5 men are facing charges. Get this, they're accused of stealing $50,000 worth of Nike sneakers from a train boxcar. Memphis police say it was a tip from a concerned citizen that led them to make that discovery. WREG's Alan Self brings us the details in this case tonight.
Shay, investigators say an absurd amount of merchandise was found, and police were able to make arrests after an anonymous tip. After getting a call from a concerned citizen, an officer arrived to a house on Todd's Creek Cove in Frazier. According to reports, the officer called backup after noticing several men loading large boxes into a Dodge Durango. When additional officers came to aid the arrest, they located a total of 68 cases of Nikes, 35 in the Durango, 3 in another vehicle, and 30 more in the home the suspects were coming from. This all happened yesterday from around 9 a.m. until around noon. CSX Railroad and Nike representatives arrived to the scene as well, confirming these cases of Nikes were stolen overnight from this rail yard behind me. In North Memphis, Alan Self, WREG News, Channel 3.
And
the Tennessee Lottery is proud to.
That's the best thing that could. That's the best thing that could have happened in that case, because basically it means that people get arrested. Yeah, I hope that you're thrown away in prison, locked away, the key thrown away. You get to wear some dusty ass Yeezy Pods or some Crocs and not allowed to wear any heat, because guys, like you still. That five finger discount is probably going to lead you to 5 to 10 years in prison. So that is a good case on Sneaker Court Public Opinion. And finally, we have some good news. That's what I'm saying. Anything you want to say, bro?
Stop being stupid, man. Just stop, bro. Stop. We hate. Listen. We don't want to see y'all young fellas out here crashing out, but if you crash out and they catch up with you, them the circumstances, bro. So it's on you.
Yep.
It's sad.
Definitely.
I got something to say. I have something to say. So I don't even know if this was a setup. Let me say, I'm in the rail industry. I'm in the rail industry. So for this to be the case for today, for those to be in boxcars, when they have unloading of boxcars, the typical way that they unload boxcars is to either take them into a location and flip them over, or to take like a crane of some sort, or like a dolly of some sort, and go in and pull different product out. If they're putting Nike boxes, like just putting shoes in boxcars, it's likely, but not too likely. So what am I saying here, people? That was a setup. They knew.
It's an inside job.
It's an inside job. They knew it was going to happen. So also with that, after visiting Memphis, the way they have it set up there, like even where the planes fly in and things, they're wondering how people are able to get this merchandise. There's not a lot of security or closed gates around the planes. There's not a lot of security around rail yard. So that CSX yard, even though you saw no trespass, I guarantee you that yard is open. There's someone that should be on premise at all times. Those people be asleep. Let's call it what it is. Trains run 365, 24/7. So if a train is stopped, that would have meant that they would have had to be loading that train with that product
or unloading
If
it.
the facilities in Memphis, they would have been loading it. It should have been getting shipped out.
No. It would have been coming in.
So we've been
From
coming
overseas.
into the location.
Off a ship.
Nike's stupid to let product like that sit. You have the ability.
We said that a long time ago when the first, remember with the folds and the 11s
You
and
have
all
the
that other
ability
stuff came
to
out here.
unload your product whenever.
You know
And
where it
it's
started?
just sitting on the yard.
Yeah.
And you think the local people, them people live there.
They know what's going on. They know how they can get in and out of those yards. They know what gates are open. In the U.S. right now, go to any rail yard right now. Railroad tracks aren't locked up. So how do you think the rail cars are going to be locked up? Nike's stupid.
We said this originally because it was an inside job, because basically what we said was you need to know the time, location, where the actual assets are, how to get to the location. It was definitely an inside job, and it's been found out that hopefully this is the case. I think it all started when not boxcars, but storehouses were getting raided in Memphis because sneakers were sitting there for a little while, and that happened. Then it went to, like, we saw the warehouse get robbed because obviously a car pulled up and all of these guys started getting, the staff were having a fight. Then we saw in Chicago and Memphis that the people, like just regular people were going in to store raiding, like youth people just going into store raiding. It's anything that happens in the railroads and in the warehouses is more likely to be a setup. Like,
there's a whole tracking system. Those rail cars have marks and numbers on them that are tracked through a system 24/7, 365. It's called a stick code. Every rail car with that stick code, you know what's in that rail car. You know what's traveling. So you mean to tell me that it waited till it stopped in Memphis? It didn't stop nowhere else along the lines and where that product got took at? Come on now.
Come on.
Play with somebody else. Don't play with your mama.
And that was, by the way, if it was me, I would have put some clown shoes stored away. So when you robbed the place, it would just got clown shoes rather than Nikes. That would be quite funny because the news report would have been clown shoes have been stolen from the Nike warehouse, and it would have been too funny. But yes, that was a court case for today. And yeah, guys, don't do foolish things. Mean you get foolish for presents. So that's the way it is. So don't do foolish stuff. And that was a court case for the day.
They already did it.
Don't be an idiot. That's it.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Hey, that was good. Good court case there. Good episode. That was really good to have Mel be the Spice Girl on to the podcast.
You gonna keep saying that too.
Bring a little spice
keep
to it.
You definitely brought some spice, a whole lot of seasoning on this episode right here, bro.
Exactly that, bro. And this is why it's so magical. And let's close the show, bro.
Yeah, man. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate especially all the sisters in the community, all the wives and girlfriends in the community, all the sneaker moms in the community. We gonna enablers. All the enablers, all the grandmas that give their grandsons that little stipend, you know what I mean? To get that pair, all the aunties that's looking down for the nephews and the nieces out there, keeping us clean throughout our lives, and we grow into full-blown problems for our spouses.
Definitely.
Shout out to my wife for joining us. Shout out to your missus. Shout out to you as usual. Episode 107 Shootout Podcast, man. Y'all have a great day. Great week.
Well, I'm sorry. One more thing to say during this first Women's Month. Congratulations to our niece, Taylor B.
Yeah.
For getting into Georgia Tech.
My niece Taylor.
Institute.
Shout out.
Let's go, Taylor. Let's go.
Sure.
Beautiful.
Man. Congratulations, Taylor. Congratulations, Kiki. Episode 107. Have a great day, great week, great month. Continue to have a great year. And remember to rock what you like. Buy what you like. Don't believe the hype because the hype ain't real. And sneakers don't make you cool.
Because you make the sneakers cool.
Absolutely.
100%.
We out here, y'all.
Peace out, guys.
TJ lights don't went out.
Yeah, I know. It was time. My lights was like, yeah, cut.